Got a couple things that I want to go over with Deadpool and Wolverine. As you know, the movie is making a ton of money. It's crossed $500 million. I think probably within 2 or 3 weeks, you'll see this movie hit $1 billion. If not this coming weekend, because I don't think anything's coming out this weekend, right? Nothing that's going to get in this movie's way. So Marvel has a hit on their hands. What are they doing in the comic books? Well, they're turning Deadpool into a woman. Because, of course, they are. A Deadpool is dead. Long live Deadpool. Get your first look at Wade's daughter, Ellie, taking up the mantle in 2 new covers and follow her new mission in Deadpool number 7. Comes out this November. So, let me put that in perspective for you. You're a new fan. You really enjoyed that movie. You want to know what Deadpool's doing. So, if you go to the comic shops right now, I guess he's dying. And then, just in time for when the video streaming services for the movie come out and the home video releases come out, and I'm sure this movie will make a killing on Blu-ray and DVD and 4K Blu-ray and streaming on top of what it's doing already. You'll get this character. I don't know why they do it, but every single time they put out a movie with a new character or a new MCU movie or whatever, there's so many times where they kill the character off and they replace it. Doctor Strange recently, like off of the top of my head, when Multiverse of Madness came out, they killed off Stephen Strange and replaced him with his ex-wife, and she became Doctor Strange. It's happened multiple times. So they just keep doing this shit. It's like, oh, movie's coming out. Better make sure that we replace the character that people are going to want to read with some new derivative character. They did it with Iron Man, too. Iron Man, when those movies were the hottest movies in the world, was Riri Williams. It makes no sense. But, hey, let's check in with comic book sales. How are those doing? Oh, wait. Colorado comic book retailers continue to push forward despite drop in sales. This is from Denver ABC. Clownfish posted this. That's how I found this. So this isn't coming from some biased source. Comics retailer survey. So this is from Comics Pro. And you could see it right there. 69% reported a loss of gross sales. 54% reported sales less than 300,000. 18% reported gross sales over 1 million. Comic book shops are dying. The medium is dying. They treat it as a storyboard for the movies. So, Lady Daughter Deadpool is apparently going to bring people in. No one's going to buy this shit. No one is going to want this. Stupid. They don't run Marvel or DC Comics like an actual business. And real businesses that depend on them hurt for it. No wonder manga is blowing up and taking over the Western market because it was given to a pack of fools. Now, let's get into why somebody is mad about this movie. This critic over at The Guardian is mad because Deadpool and Wolverine aren't having gay sex in the movie. I'm not kidding. Here's his problem with the movie. So I'm going to sum up this entire article. It criticizes Deadpool and Wolverine because it exploits Deadpool's pansexuality as queerbait rather than exploring it meaningfully. So he's arguing that the character is presented as pansexual, but it's treated as a punchline because they make jokes. So like, oh, it's a marketing gimmick. And the reason he calls it a gimmick is because if you've seen some of the posters or stuff like this, you know, this is like a Beauty and the Beast kind of inspired thing here. There's also, I believe, a poster of them, like Wolverine holding Deadpool, though that might be just Hot Toys. I use it in a thumbnail. The Hot Toys, those, if you don't know what those are, if you watch Heel versus Babyface, those are those really sweet, realistic looking, like 1/6 scale figures that he has. The Wolverine one is available for pre-order, and it looks real. Like, it's shocking how close to like Hugh Jackman's actual likeness is there. But he says they're treating it as a gimmick and a joke rather than, being genuine with the representation. Despite opportunities for more inclusive storytelling, the film opts for a more superficial reference and jokes, highlighting a disconnect between representation and meaningful engagement with LGBTQ plus themes in mainstream superhero cinema. That's pretty much this entire article in a gist. Sorry, dude, but if Wolverine and Deadpool were banging in that Honda Odyssey instead of fighting, nobody would want to watch this movie because nobody wants to see that in a effing superhero movie. But this is what a lot of critics want to see. They're not interested. This is basically what the Star Wars audience is now, because they've ran off everybody. So now they just make everything a bunch of shipping. This woke audience, all they want to see are characters having sex. They're not really interested in story. They're not really interested in action. Well, I take that back. They are interested in action, just not the kind of action that most people want to see. So, because they make jokes like him grabbing Colossus's butt or did he smack it? I don't remember. It's been a long time since I've watched Deadpool 2. Not a big fan of that one. I think the first one and this one are much better. That's my opinion. I would put Deadpool 2 dead last out of all three of them. Let me know in the comments what your ranking is for him. But because that was laughed at, he's mad. It was treated as a joke. It's a gimmick. They're queer baiting. And it's the same with this one. He wanted them to kiss and make sweet, sweet superhero love so that he could see himself in Deadpool. Who wants to see themselves in Deadpool? I'm sorry. I'd rather be Wolverine, number one. Deadpool is nasty. I like the character and all, but, I mean, he's a giant scab. He actually looks better in the movie than he really looks in the comics. And the reason he looks like that, the movies have never given us a genuine Deadpool, but I'm okay with the Deadpool that we get. But in the comics, Deadpool is completely insane. That's where he gets his fourth wall breaking abilities from. It's because he's insane. And also, the reason that his skin is so messed up, unless they've changed this, but it's because he's constantly healing because of his cancer. So I don't remember exactly why, but the cancer and his healing factor, constantly healing and trying to get the cancer out, is basically why his skin looks like it does. So he's a giant scab, basically. He looks worse than he does in the movies. He actually looks, he's just kind of like broken because of the way the skin. I don't remember exactly how they explained it in the movies, but he gets it when he activates his X gene. But in the comics, he has cancer and he's constantly healing. He's insane. But he does swing both ways in the books. That's been a thing for a long time. But, that's just not what they've chosen to do in the movies. And this guy's mad about it. He even is mad because the pegging stuff is treated as a joke. Because of the pegging joke. How dare they laugh at that? Anyway, I don't know. What a dumb thing to get mad about. This movie has some jokes in it. It's pretty safe for everybody, to be honest. That's why you see a 97% audience score and a 78% critic score. It's higher than I thought it would still be. Now, of course, the all critics or top critics is 63%, but verified and audiences like it. So I was waiting for this article. I knew it would probably be coming, and sure enough, it did, and it won't be the last one. They want Deadpool to do man-on-man, and they won't rest till they get it on the big screen. Anyway, that's it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this in the comments. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video, hit that notification bell, and we'll see you on the next one. Peace.